to start with the first of our 3 presentations. And we're doing a little bit of adapting as we go. So a lot of you are thinking you're going to hear from Chris Fabro, and you're not. You're going to be hearing instead from Jason Martin. Jason is from the Angeles National Forest. He's serving as an intern there. He is the Every Kid in a Park coordinator and also serving to foster the Artist in Residence program. And that is the subject of the talk he will be giving, which is the Artist in Residence programs on public lands. The program was started by Chris, but is now being fostered and cared for by Jason, and I am very happy to be welcoming him to the podium. So Jason, please come up.
Can everybody hear me? Yes. Okay. Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you for having me here. Again, I'm here in place of Chris Fabro, so I'm here on behalf of him. He is the volunteer coordinator on the Angeles National Forest. So I'm here on his behalf and behalf of Forest Supervisor Jeffrey Vale, Deputy Forest Supervisor Rachel Smith. So before I begin talking about the Artist in Residence program, I just want to give a little bit of background on the Angeles National Forest, because I feel it is very pertinent to give some context to what the program represents and the opportunity at hand. So the Angeles National Forest was created in 1892 and was later renamed officially as the Angeles National Forest in 1908. So our forest is a little over 700,000 acres and is the backyard to the Los Angeles area. So a very large community and urban area. On October 10th, 2014, President Obama uses authorities under the Antiquities Act to create the San Gabriel Mountains National Monument, adding further protections to 344,177 acres of national public land in the San Gabriel Mountains. So this is this area here. And the reason I talk about this and our forest is because it's a very unique forest, and that is one of the largest urban forests in the United States, with recreation and upkeep based on that recreation dominating Forest Service resources. So as we get into the Artist in Residence program, I want to emphasize 2 important things that I think lie at the heart of what our program is all about, and that is the agency's mission and motto. So the agency's mission is to sustain the health, diversity, and productivity of our nation's forests and grasslands to meet the needs of present and future generations. And I think what really lies at the heart of our program is our motto, caring for the land and serving the people, because I think that's what the program actually does. So I want everyone to close your eyes just for a quick second. So just everyone close your eyes. Now, I want you to picture this. I want you to picture yourself miles and miles away from the city. I want you to picture dense oak trees, large green pines, rugged mountain peaks, a cool breeze to your face, and the light sound of deer trampling across the forest floor. Now, go ahead and open your eyes. Now, imagine getting to do what you love in that serene setting. That's one of the things that the Artist in Residence program offers, and so much more. So the Artist in Residence program was ultimately born out of the U.S. Forest Service's continued commitment to upholding its mission and motto. California's regional forester Randy Moore has encouraged Forest Service employees to dedicate a portion of their week to creative projects. So that means staff such as Chris and myself have the opportunity to explore creative ways of carrying out our agency's mission. So realizing this, Chris saw an opportunity to weave artwork into the fabric of our forest, and he began to do so by repurposing underused buildings and facilities on our forest to host artists, and this is one of those buildings at one of our locations. So there are other Artist in Residence programs found throughout the nation, but most of them are found on our national park system and not our national forests. There are approximately 50 Artist in Residence programs in our national park system, but there's only 10 in our national forest. And so realizing this, Chris saw a unique opportunity at hand, the opportunity to pilot an Artist in Residence program on a large national forest known for its high levels of recreation, both on a daily basis and on an annual basis. So what started out as a fledgling idea soon became a passion project for him, and with a goal in mind. And that goal was to create an Artist in Residence program that would add key features to the newly designated San Gabriel Mountains National Monument and connect underserved communities to their Forest Service resources. So in order to do this, Chris had to start from the ground up, and he realized he needed some help. And he was able to find this in the support of Ann Bond from the San Juan National Forest in Colorado and the nonprofit organization Angeles Volunteers Association. So the aim of the Artist in Residence program is to provide a unique setting for artists of any medium to perform their preferred art of choice. And so the way that the program works is that artists are able to select from one of 3 locations, and they're able to spend between 1 to 2 weeks at those locations working on their craft. And basically the amount of time that they're allocated is dependent on their project needs. So of the 3 locations, this is the first one. This is Crystal Lake Campground at an elevation of 5,500 feet. And this is just a short 25-mile drive away up from the city of Azusa. And so one can drive that 25 miles and really get away and immerse themselves in the ease and quiet that is Crystal Lake. Here's a picture of the amphitheater as well, where musical performances have been done as part of the program. If an artist also has the option of staying at the historic volunteer house located off of Highway 39, and this picture unfortunately is very grainy. We don't really have a lot of pictures of it, and it's kind of hard to drive over there. But this is the volunteer house, so artists are able to choose this location as well, and this is only 12 miles away from the city of Azusa, located off of Highway 39, a very popular recreation route in the monument, and they're able to have a nice rustic experience in a cabin surrounded by a dense oak forest. And this historical volunteer house was once a fire captain's residence, and this is located at 2,000 feet elevation. And if an artist is less inclined to engage in the full rustic experience, they're able to choose Big Pines Lodge, which is located at 6,500 feet off of Highway 2, and they're able to stay in a 1-bedroom apartment with sweeping views overlooking mountains a few miles away from the city of Wrightwood. So now that our program is in its 3rd year, we do offer these 3 locations. Initially, we only offered 1, so now we have the 3. But in addition to offering those locations to artists, the program offers more than just these locations and experiences to the artists. The artwork that's produced by artists in the program is also displayed in various urban areas and also various forest areas in the form of a traveling art show that is displayed at different times of the year at different visitor centers. In addition to that, artwork that is produced in the program is used as a tool for public education, engaging underserved communities, fulfilling another requirement of the monument's designation. So some of the requirements of participating in the program are artists who are interested, they submit applications, and these applications are reviewed by representatives from local art and cultural associations. The applications are judged for artistic creativity, uniqueness, value, natural and historical resource content and messaging, and an artist's ability to work in a primitive setting. That being, in remote areas, on a trail camp, or in one of the cabins, basically without most of the amenities that we're all used to having on a daily basis. The selection criteria is based on merit. It's without regard to gender, creed, religion, race, national origin, or physical ability. So all that's required of the artists are 3 basic things. Artists are required to donate a piece of their artwork representing their time experience while in residence, or make a monetary donation of their choosing to the nonprofit 501c3 supporting the program. They're also asked to share their talents in the form of an exhibit, an open house, a performance, or a workshop for any of the people that are filtering through those locations, because again, these are on public lands. And the last piece is that artists participate in an annual group show and reception that takes place the following year at this particular location, Heritage Square Museum, located a few miles outside of Los Angeles County. So the value of the program, I think, lies in what the experience that it gives the artists and what it offers the public. And so when the monument was created in 2014, there were 2 key components of that designation, and that was adding new features to the monument and connecting underserved communities to their natural resources. And the Artists in Residence program does that. And the way that it does that is by providing artwork and providing activities and programming through the artists, basically. So the communities and people from the public that filter these locations are able to participate in in activities, workshops, open houses, performances, and these are basically free activities for the public. And also, these activities create memorable experiences to a lot of communities with limited access. And these experiences are ones that they might not have otherwise. So in this example, we have a group of kids here who are participating in a sketchbook journal project here at Crystal Lake. And then this one right here is a cool one because this is the amphitheater at Crystal Lake where there's a musical performance taking place towards the end of one of the artists' time. So this kind of really emphasizes the value of the program. And the program has the unique ability to foster a deeper appreciation for our forests and our public lands, and also forge new connections, new paths to connections between our agency, the artist community, and the public alike. And the last thing that we were able to do with the program is through the help of the nonprofit organization, the Angeles Volunteers Association, we were able to receive donations and able to place things into the monument, fulfilling another key criteria of that designation, which is to add features to the monument. So to really emphasize what I think the artists get out of this program and what translates into the way that they speak about their experience with the public, I have a quote from one of the artists. His name's Steve Anderson. He's a landscape photographer, and he's a 3-year alum now. So he's very involved and very vested in the program. So he has to say, "I derive my energy and enthusiasm from nature and from things that tell stories. I give back what I absorb in my encounters with the natural world, with images that I hope to find the moment and inspire the viewer. It is never just one thing that touches me when I try to capture a moment, but always a vast array of emotional and photographic textures." And I think that really, really speaks to what the program's about and what an artist gets from their experience. And the really cool thing is these artists who apply for the program are really passionate about what they do and really gain a lot from their experience. And how that translates is to the work that they do, the artwork that they produce, and the programs that they provide for the public. And that really comes through in their interactions with the public. So there's a lot of value in what our program does. And this is a photograph from Steve Anderson. It's a very nice one. I like that one. And so last but not least, just in terms of the future of our program, again, we're in our 3rd year. Initially, we only offered 1 location, but now we offer 3. So that kind of speaks to the success the program's had with very limited Forest Service resources, which I think is fairly common in our agency. A lot of work with not a lot of resources. So our initial year, we saw 24 applicants. We were only able to select 10, and now in our 3rd year, we've received 18 applications, and we were able to basically accept all 18 because of the 3 locations we offer. And as we look to the future, our goal is to create a self-sustaining program. So while there's no real set model or specific model for the way an artist in residence program runs, and it's done differently on different forests, our goal is to create a sustaining program. And the way that we foresee that happening is by having alum and volunteers become more proactive in the planning and implementation process of the program at various steps. So they can serve as support, they can aid the program, they can serve as mentors for new and upcoming artists who are going to participate in the program, and really help facilitate operation of the program in our stead. And so that's basically what our program is all about. It's really about connecting the public to our forests and our public lands in a whole new way, and really bringing art and intertwining various communities into one, and really expanding our messaging and doing so in a creative, new, and artistic way. And so, again, this is my contact information up here. Again, I'm the Every Kingdom Park Coordinator, which is an entirely different program. And I'm serving as the Artist in Residence Liaison for the time being on behalf of Christopher Fabro, who's no longer employed with the Forest Service. But you can also contact him and anybody else in regards to any questions you might have, again, at the email address here. And that is our website for the program. Okay. Thank you very much.